Good morning, YouTube. It's Mellow DFS coming to you live and direct. Here to give you my lineup build for NFL Week 12 main slate. 1 o'clock, y'all. Let's jump into it. Feel free to comment below for any questions or concerns with your plays. Also, smash the like button if you like the video, just supporting me. Please subscribe, and if you don't mind, press the bell icon to get notified for future videos or comments to the post. You'll get all of that information. Let's get into it, y'all. Giving you everything to see what we're going to do for today. It's going to be amazing. Going to go for the quarterback position. Looking at Russell Wilson going against Carolina. They're horrible against the QB position. He's averaging 20 fantasy points, win away, 2.3 touchdowns a game. Carolina's allowing an average 261.9 passing yards from the quarterback position, 2.2 touchdowns a game. They allow 22.3 fantasy points to the QBs, but only 20.1 fantasy points win at home. But nonetheless, in a great matchup, it's going to be a close game. Take a look at Russell Wilson in the great matchup. All right, now going into my running backs. Now, running backs, will be looking at James Conner with a bounce back game against Denver. Now, Denver allows an average 115.9 rushing yards a game to the running back position, around 24 attempts a game, averaging 26.8 fantasy points to the running back position. All right, and around 24.9 win at home. Now, Conner is averaging 17.3 carries a game, around 79.6 rushing yards a game, with 11 touchdowns for the season. He's averaging 25.6 fantasy points win away. Definitely want to take a look at James Conner in an amazing spot. Can't forget what he's been doing earlier in the season, but he's been slow, in a couple games. But as you can see, 32, 41, 31, 37. It's a great matchup to bounce back. So definitely want to plug them in your lineups, y'all. All right, now going to my second running back. Looking at Joe Mixon in a great spot. All right, against Cleveland. All right, he's averaging 28 fantasy. He had a 28 fantasy point game last game against them in 2017. He had 23 carries for 114 rushing yards with a touchdown. Now for the season, he's averaging 16 carries, 73 rushing yards a game with 6 touchdowns. He's averaging 18 fantasy points at home. Hopefully he could reenact that moment last year in this matchup. A wonderful matchup at that. Cleveland allows an average 110 rushing yards a game to the running back position, around 23 attempts a game, 1.2 touchdowns a game, and around 27.8 fantasy points win away. So nonetheless, Joe Mixon is going to hold it down. Knowing that AJ Green is out, AJ Jones is going to definitely look at Joe Mixon, mix it up, y'all. So definitely want to take a look at Joe Mixon at a great price on DraftKings. All right, now let's go into my receivers for week 12. Now going to receivers, let's go down to Tyler Lockett. All right, I'm gonna definitely be eyeing him, knowing that Doug Baldwin is questionable with the knee injury. I want to definitely take a look at him, so I will be monitoring this play. So feel free to check out my update on this post. So definitely have the bell icon this week. Just the fact that I might be changing his play unless Baldwin is playing. So definitely want to take a look. All right, so he's averaging 16.7 fantasy points per game. All right, around 55 receiving yards a game with 7 touchdowns for the season, averaging 14 fantasy points per game, 14.2 fantasy points win away. Definitely want to take a look at him. The Carolina's D average 169.5 receiving yards a game to the receivers, around 40.3 fantasy points to the wide receiver position at home. So take a look at Tyler Lockett and the Russell Wilson connection. So definitely want to take a look at him. Now my second receiver, I'm looking at Willie Snead, the fourth again. He's averaging 7.7 targets a game, 5 receptions for 49.8 receiving yards a game. He's averaging 10.3 fantasy points at home with a touchdown. Have a 100% matchup grade against Nick Nelson on Oklahoma. They ranked 28th, allowing 1.6 receiving touchdowns a game. Going against, like you saw last week with Jackson coming in as a starter on the lineup. Last week he had 8 targets for 5 receptions, 51 yards. It definitely would have been damaged if he had a touchdown, but he definitely could be sought after for this week. Alright, so definitely want to take a look at Willie Snead in a great spot. Alright, now my third receiver, we'll be looking at, let's go down to Chris Godwin. Alright, going against San Francisco. My team is just another bad news with Reuben Foster is released, for the domestic violence. Don't condone it, and I'm definitely happy that John Lynch made that clear. But we don't condone it, but it's another stepping stone, and it hurts us, y'all. But another easy play if you want to plug in a freaking Barber on Tampa. That could be a great play. I think he's only 3,900, man. So if you want to go that route to save on salary, you can, y'all. So, but nonetheless, let's go back to Chris Godwin. All right, now OJ Howard's out. Jackson, he's questionable, but he's averaging 18 fantasy points in 5 home games. San Francisco is ranked 27th, allowing 1.4 receiving touchdowns a game. They allow an average 41.1 fantasy points to the receiver position. Now, Godwin is averaging 5.7 targets a game, 4 receptions for 53.3 yards, 4 touchdowns so far. He's averaging 16.3 fantasy points at home this year. Got a great matchup versus Weatherspoon. So definitely want to look at Chris Godwin for a nice salary save in this play. Alright, now going into tight end position. Our tight end, we'll be looking at Vance McDonald in a great spot. So hopefully let's get this going. Vance McDonald, now there he is. Vance McDonald going against Denver once again, and a great matchup. He's averaging 13.8 fantasy points in 4 away games. He's averaging 24.2 fantasy points per game in 2 close games. As you can see in this matchup, is a 3-point favor for Pittsburgh versus Denver today. He has a significant snap count boost. He's averaging 4.9 targets for 3.7 receptions a game, 46.3 receiving yards a game, with 3 touchdowns for the season. Denver allows an average 64 receiving yards to the tight end position and give up an average 15.6 fantasy points at home to the tight end. So definitely want to take a look at Vance McDonald, and a great play. Only 4,300 on DraftKings, 55 on Fanduel. Just a great spot in general. Alright, so let's go to my flex play of the day. Now, my flex play will be Odell Beckham. Alright, Odell Beckham in an amazing spot. Alright, now he's averaging 28.5 fantasy points in the past 2 games at Philly in 2 years. Alright, now Philly, sorry about that. I thought I clicked on his name. Alright, now Philly is last, allowing 205.2 receiving yards a game. Alright, and he's averaging 6 red zone targets in the past 3 games. They also give about 41.5 fantasy points to the receiver position at home. Giants pass around 21% more when underdog. Definitely want to take a look at Odell Beckham in an amazing spot. 8,800 and 85. So Fanduel is actually giving you a 300 discount. But take a look at Odell Beckham, man. So that's my flex player. And for the defense, hopefully, alright. Now going for the defense, I will be plugging in the Colts defense. They've just been monsters a few games now. But Colts is in a major spot against Miami. Now Miami is throwing around 1.1 interceptions a game, Colts is averaging 2.4 sacks a game, 1 interception a game, 0.7 fumble a game, averaging 9.8 fantasy points at home. Miami's offense to the opposing defense, they're giving up an 8.7 fantasy points to the defense. All right, they played in 2005. Colts had a 14 fantasy point. Colts defense had 14 fantasy points. They had 6 sacks, 1 interception, and only 12 points allowed in this matchup. But nonetheless, Colts is an amazing matchup this year. So take a look at the Colts, only 29 on DraftKings, 1,500 on Fanduel, and that's my play. So here's my recap on DraftKings, so you can take a look. All right, y'all, this is the Millionaire Maker, so definitely want to take a look at this. This is my recap. We got Russell Wilson, quarterback, Joe Mixon, James Conner, Chris Godwin, Tyler Lockett, Willie Snead IV, Vance McDonald, and Odell Beckham with the Colts D. 100 remaining. If you like my plays, like my lineup, feel free to comment below. Any questions, concerns with your plays, feel free to comment below as well. Love y'all. Y'all collect that bag. It is Melody Fest. Stay blessed. Signing out.